Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a new quality bedtime stories with J.M. Benjamin. I'm your host, author J.M. Benjamin, and as you can see, I have a new co-host for the evening. This is a new qualities elephant. Um, she will be listening with you, lovely ladies, this evening as I read you guys this bedtime story. If you haven't already, log on to a new quality publishing's YouTube page and catch the prologue through chapters 10. And tonight we will be reading actually chapter 10 through 13. So I hope you enjoy. www.anewqualitypublishing.com. And oh yeah, if you haven't already, visit our website and purchase the Ride or Die Chick series, part 1, 2, and 3. You guys ready? Okay. Chapter 10, Down in the Dirty. Stax woke up to the strong smell of weed. He thought he was dreaming at first until he opened his eyes. There was Don, leaning over him, blowing the smoke from his blunt into his face. Stax reached out and mushed him. Fuck I tell you about doing that dumb shit, huh? Don and Styles cracked up as Stax reacted. Cool out, nigga. That shit can't fuck with you if you don't inhale. You heard what Bill Clinton said. Don laughed. I told you that nigga was gonna be tight, son. Styles said to Don. You motherfucking right, I'm tight. Last time you did that dumb shit, I had the munchies, nigga. Stax said. What's wrong with that, bro? Styles asked. What's wrong with that is, I don't need no extra shit to help me eat. I do good all on my own. I don't know how you niggas be smoking that shit anyway. Especially while we in the dirty and all the shit that be popping off down here. We just talked about why we down here. And you niggas still acting like you back home. Alright, yo, chill. You ain't gotta keep going on and on about the same shit. Damn. Can't even play with your ass no more, son. Done. I ain't trying to hear that shit, B. Yo, both y'all chill, man. For the past couple days, that's all we've been doing is beefing. Bro, late, you've been on some hot and cold, man. What's good? Styles questioned. Stax didn't mean any harm. He was just concerned about their well-being. He didn't feel Don and Styles were conducting themselves properly. And whatever they did while they were in North Carolina, or anywhere for that matter, would affect him as well. They were a team. Yo, I might flip sometime, but it's all love. I just don't want anything to happen to either one of you two, that's all. I brought you down here, and it's on me to see to it that nothing goes wrong, smell me? How the fuck I'm supposed to explain some shit like that would happen to the Dread, to Moms and Ma Porter, huh? I feel fucked up if something happened, kid. It's my word. Not only that, I love you two niggas. Y'all my heart, man. Damn, son. That's deep, Don said. I ain't even look at it that way, but I see where you coming from. If something was to happen to either one of y'all, I wouldn't know how to live with myself either, man. Bro, I feel you. But ain't nothing gonna happen to us, kid. Styles followed up. I hope not. It won't, Don said. Stax changed the subject to lighten the mood. Yo, anyway, how shit turned out with them two shorties last night? He asked Styles and Don, referring to the women they had left with at the club last night. Oh, son, shit was love. Chicks were straight up freaks. We did them something dirty. We were just taking turns switching on them in the whole nine. But they ain't even the half, dawg. We was chilling up in the crib watching this smut flick, puffing on the L, and out the blue, these bros do the illest shit and start eating each other the fuck out. Don's voice said as he still was bugging off the previous night's scene. Styles and me were messed up, B. Word up. Word? Fuck out of here. It's my word on everything I love, son, Don said. No bullshit, bro. Styles co-signed Don's version of the event. So what you niggas do? Fuck you mean what we do? We joined in, nigga. Don said as he and Styles started laughing. You two niggas some nasty niggas, B. Y'all some freaks too. Stack, stop front. If you was there, you would have did the same thing. Stack started laughing. Probably, he said as they all burst into laughter. Yo, them chicks that were at the club last night was official though. I'm feeling that chick Keisha, Styles said, changing the subject. Oh yeah, no doubt. I got that chick Pam's number. I'm gonna get at that. Shorty got a banging body. She's sexy than a mug, Don said. Styles looked at Stacks with a knowing grin. Where I see you was digging that chick you was hollering at. And it looked like Shorty was digging you too. I saw how she was pulling all up on you and all of that. What up, you in there? Yeah, everything looks good. I'm gonna see what up. Set something up on one-on-one, see how she be acting without her girls around. Know what I mean? Stacks played it off nonchalant. He didn't want them to know that he was really digging Desiree. I feel you. Styles knew his brother and knew that he was playing it cool. It was best to let things ride for now, he thought. Yo, we about to dip out, Don said to Stacks. Niggas out in Fayetteville called us on our way back to the crib. So we're going to see what the deal is out there. Then we're going to shoot to the mall. What up, you rolling? Nah, I got to slide out to Raleigh. Check on them little niggas over there in Walnut Terrace. Stacks replied. I was supposed to pick that dough up yesterday, but we hit the club. Slipped my mind. Well, yo, we'll meet up back here later then. You want us to stop off and collect that paper from the niggas at the pool hall? Over on Elm? Styles asked. Yeah, y'all can do that. And I'll get them dudes out in Benson on my way to Raleigh, Stacks said. Cool, we out then. Catch you on the come around. Travel safe, Stacks told them. Styles, hand me that phone off the charger before you go. After his brother and his boy left, Stacks checked his message. The automated voice said, you have 4 messages. To review these messages, press 1. Hey, hon, it's your mother. Just calling to see how you and your brother are. Haven't heard from you in a couple of days, and I had one of my dreams. Call me when you get this message. Love you. Stacks smiled and deleted the message. Yo, Stacks, what's up, my nigga? This Dre. Get at me, dawg. Man, when you get this, get at me, alright? Peace. Stacks made a mental note to call Dre and deleted the message. I don't really like talking on answer machines, but this is the only way you'll know that I called you first. I thought you said your phone was always on. Well, anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I enjoyed hanging out with you last night, and I hope we can do it again sometime. Call me when you get the chance. Okay, bye. Stack saved the message as a smile crept across his face. Dang, can't believe she called already. Knew I should have left my shit on last night. Stacks cursed himself as he continued to check his messages. What's up, Stacks? It's me. Bet you thought I wasn't going to call, huh, nigga? Well, surprise. I know you're not still sleeping. You know if your ass was up here, you'd be on the block right now. Let me find out the South making you lazy, nigga. If so, maybe I shouldn't come down there. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm still interested. If the offer still stands, call me back and let me know what's up. Hearing Vanessa's voice brought Stacks back to reality. He was still dwelling on the fact that Desiree had called him so soon. He had forgotten he had even told Vanessa that she was welcome to come down. Stacks couldn't understand why he was bugging over Desiree. He thought maybe letting Vanessa come down would be the best thing for him in order to keep his mind straight. Stacks figured if he had her bring some product down and help her get a little paper while she was there, he'd be too busy schooling and holding her down to have no free time to think about Desiree. There was no doubt in his mind he was feeling Des, but he was far from stupid. Stacks knew there had to be a reason why a woman of her caliber didn't have a man. And until he found out that reason, he decided it was best that he dealt with her cautiously. No matter how much he was digging her, he had to watch his back. Stacks hopped out of bed and got ready to jump in the shower. He had a long day ahead of him. But first, he placed a call to Vanessa to let her know his decision. Chapter 11. Did that nigga call you back yet? Keisha asked Desiree. Nope. I ain't heard from him yet. Keisha heard the disappointment in her voice. Don't worry. That nigga will call. I saw how he was all into you and shit. I'm not worried. I know he gonna call. I just think I should have waited until he got at me first, that's all. I don't know why you wanted me to call him like that so early, like I'm sweating him or something. Des, why are you acting like you new to this? We've done it like this a million times. You know how niggas get when they think a chick on their dick, and you know what we trying to do. Shit, I called his brother already and left him a message saying we could hook up. I ain't playing no games. I'm gonna get that nigga some ass, cause the chick gotta get hers too. But when I do give him some, he gonna be all on my shit, and I'm gonna make that nigga think he King Kong. Those two niggas is brothers, so I know he got to know what's poppin'. Shit, he might be sitting on some of his dance self with all that ice he had on. Either way, them niggas got to get it. I know, was all Des said, feeling a little uneasy. She wanted to tell Keisha right then and there to forget about their plans for Stack, Styles, and Don and move on to some other victims, but she couldn't bring herself to say it. She knew her friend would see right through her and think she was getting soft, or even worse, falling for Stacks. A person wouldn't know it unless she said something, but Keisha despised men. She wasn't a lesbian or anything. She just hated the way men were. Starting with her father, Keisha had been dogged all her life by men and was taught to believe that women were inferior. Desiree was the only one out of the whole crew with whom Keisha really shared her past, because Desiree was the one Keisha trusted the most and felt understood her. When she was a little girl, Keisha's father, who was born in the Bronx, used to molest her when she lived in Greensboro. That was the reason her mother left and migrated to a different part of North Carolina. She wanted to take Keisha away from the bad memories, but Keisha viewed her mother as weak. She had grown up watching her moms get treated badly and get dogged by man after man, and she put up with it, claiming that it was all in the name of love. Keisha thought if that's what love was, then she didn't want any parts of it. She promised to never let a man handle her the way she saw her mother get treated, and made a vow to never fall in love with one either. A few years earlier, her mother had passed away from cancer, but Keisha believed that she died from a broken heart. Desiree didn't find out what Keisha had been through until one day when Desiree was 15 and was raped. Up until then, she had been a virgin. She had met a guy from Staten Island for whom she had instantly fallen. Everyone had called him New York. He never bothered to tell her his real name, and she didn't bother to ask. The only thing that he told her was that he was 20 years old and where he was from. One day, Desiree went to his room at the motel he was staying at to hang out and spend some time with him. When she knocked on the door and opened it, she was hit in the face with a cloud of smoke. When New York had reached to hug her, she could smell the alcohol coursing through his body. He had kissed her and she could taste the liquor on his lips. She'd been around him before when he had been smoking weed and drinking, and had even smoked and drank with him a few times. But something was different, and she didn't like the feeling. Her first reaction was to go with her gut instinct and make up some excuse to leave, but she had brushed off the notion. It was a decision she would later regret. New York closed the door behind Desiree and locked it, putting the safety latch on as well. He had come and sat on the bed next to her and told her how he had been thinking about her while he had kissed on her neck. She attempted to push him away, but he grabbed her hands and put one arm behind her back while pinning the other one down with his body. Desiree tried to resist, but New York was far stronger than her. She cried, kicked, and screamed as New York put one hand over her mouth and used the other hand to go under her skirt. He snatched her panties off and climbed the top of her. New York had forced himself inside of her. Desiree felt a sharp pain that she had never felt before. She continued to cry and put up a fight, but New York kept raping her. He violated her with every stroke. When he finally loosened the pressure on her mouth, Desiree bit him with all her might. New York screamed in agony and reflexively backhanded her across the face repeatedly until she was unconscious. When Desiree woke, she was lying in the park half naked with blood on her skirt and her body ached. She was confused and ashamed and felt responsible for what occurred. She didn't know what to do, who to turn to, or where to go. She knew if she had gone home, her mother would have ridiculed and blamed her. So she decided to take a chance and visit Keisha's house. It was Keisha who chose to confide in, and in return, Keisha disclosed what she had gone through with her own father. It was then that Keisha came up with the idea of making New York pay for what he had done to her friend. They never told anyone else what had happened to Desiree or what they had done to New York. From that day forward, they began making any hustler from out of state pay for what New York and Keisha's father had done to them. Desiree would never think of going against Keisha. They had been through too much together. Chapter 12. Yeah, who is it? Vanessa asked. Yeah, who is it? Stacks mocked. That's how you answer your shit? Oh, hey, what's up, Stacks? Vanessa sounded surprised. What's good with you? None, just trying to do my damn thing, you know. Yeah, I hear that, Stacks said. I just got your message. I see you were serious about coming through, huh? Yeah, I was serious, boy. Were you serious when you said I could come? No doubt. I won't play with you like that when you're trying to come down. As soon as I can. Stacks smiled broadly. Oh, okay. I got a few things to tie up, but shouldn't take me no more than a day or two. Let me see. Today's Sunday. How about Wednesday? He asked. That sounds good. That'll give me enough time to get things together up here, Vanessa replied. While she was talking, Stacks was still trying to think of a way to get Vanessa to bring some work so she could get money while she was there. He didn't want her to think that was the only reason he invited her, and he also didn't want to talk reckless over the phone. Yo, how long you plan on staying? He asked. How long you gonna let me? It's up to you. Whatever you decide, I'm just saying. You know, you're gonna need some paper to really enjoy yourself while you're down here, but I got you though if you messed up, he said. Nigga, please. I don't need you to have me while I'm down there. I got my own dough. If I'm down there that long and run out of paper, then we'll come up with something. Know what I mean? She said. Stacks knew exactly what Vanessa meant and was glad she knew the majority of the tricks of the drug trade. He was trying to figure out how he could say the same thing and be discreet about it. Yo, why take that chance and wait for it to happen? Why not just come down prepared? It'll be low when you get down here, he said, hoping she caught what he was telling her. Yeah, you're right. I'm feeling that, but I don't know how to get there. What's the best way? Stacks had trekked back and forth every way possible and knew the best option for a female when it came to coming down south. Yo, just hop on the train. It's about your best bet. It's kind of long, but it's a smoother route than the bus or plane, know what I mean? Yeah, I follow you. So, as soon as we hang up, call and make the arrangements and get back at me. When you touch, I'll come scoop you from the station. All right, I'll do that, Vanessa said. How prepared should I come, though? She wanted to know how much work she should bring. However you want, it's up to you. Damn, it's like that? Vanessa asked, impressed. Yeah, it's like that. Just get down here. Okay, nigga. Let me make this call and I'll hit you back. No doubt. And Stacks? Yeah, what up? Thank you. She changed the tone of her voice to a much sensual one. Stacks had never heard her sound so alluring, but he liked it. If he didn't know who he was talking to, he would have mistaken her for someone else. Thank me for what? Just for everything. He was lost. All he had done was invite her to come down south and get a little money while she was there. To Stacks, that was nothing. But to Vanessa, it meant a lot. Don't worry about it. Just get down here safe. I'll see you when you get here. All right, I'll see you then. Stacks turned his attention to Styles and Don, who had returned from their errands. Yo, how everything going Fayetteville? Stacks asked. It was worth the trip, Don answered. Word, we damn they moved 2 bricks out there, Styles added. Word? Yeah, niggas was kind of dry out there on the powder tip. Altogether, we knocked off 60 onions, plus a pound and a half of weed, Don reported. That's decent, Stacks replied. Niggas came correct out in Benson on the dough tip, and I got rid of 21 ounces while I was in Raleigh. How much you let them go for when you was out there? Stacks asked, referring to the ounces they had sold. Oh, we moved them nothing under a G a pop, Styles answered. Yeah, that's what I charge niggas too. Ain't no need trying to move them for 1,200 unless niggas just copping one and ain't trying to cop no more. We only made $800 profit off the smoke though. We charged niggas 2,300 for it, Don said. That's cool, that's better than nothing, Stacks replied. Let's count all this money up and put it up. Tired as hell from all that driving. Word, I was just telling Styles that on the way back. I almost dozed off and smacked the motherfucking rental up, Don said. Yo, bro, I know what I meant to tell you. Yo, that chick Keisha called me earlier. I talked to her ass for like an hour straight, kid. Shorty a freak on the loan. She on me. Oh, that remind me. I gotta call her partner. She left me a message this morning when I was asleep. I almost forgot about that shit. How you forget to call that chick, son? Don asked. She bad as hell. Yeah, no doubt. It ain't that I really forgot to call her. I was just kicking it to Vanessa and it slipped my mind. Vanessa? Styles said with surprise. What you doing talking to her? We're making arrangements for her to come down. What? Come down where? Styles asked. Here, that's where. For what? Because I asked her to. And she wants to, that's why. Fuck you question me for, nigga. Both Styles and Don looked at each other, not knowing what to make out of what Stacks had just said. One thing they were certain of was that if Stacks invited Vanessa down, then there was a good reason for it, and more than what he was willing to tell. They both shook their heads and remained silent. Well, that concludes the new quality bedtime stories with Jay and Benjamin for the evening. I hope you enjoyed. You enjoyed? Oh yeah, she enjoyed. You see her smiling, right? Well, if you enjoy the reads and you enjoy my books, then you can go to Kindle or Nook and download any of my titles aside from Down in the Dirty on e-readers. You can also visit Amazon.com or my website, www.anewqualitypublishing.com, and place an order for any paperback books. You can also visit a bookstore near you. Please support the African American bookstores. Thank you and good night. Good night, girl.